Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the battle gauntlet for the Zenkai for the red Trunks My Assist unit. So yeah, basically to cut a long story short, red Trunks My got their Zenkai. As always, we take a look at the battle gauntlet to see how far we can get, what units I'll use, and basically just get a good summation of what you can do about it. So obviously their Zenkai looked pretty decent. I'm not going to say it was crazy. I'm not going to say it was an insane Zenkai, but I think it was pretty good. They were already a somewhat usable unit overall, so I think they look really solid now, and I think they do have a little niche kind of space as a great supporting kind of unit on a future team. So obviously with battle gauntlets there are 100 floors, and there are battle bonus characters that will do increased damage. Some of these are new, some of these are old, but in general there's a decent enough selection to choose from, including one or two free-to-play options. In terms of the battle gauntlet rewards, the further you go up the battle gauntlet, the higher the rewards you will get. So when you do battle gauntlet, obviously clearing the first 50 stages doesn't mean nearly as much as clearing the last 20 stages. So clearing the last 20 stages gives you far more chrono crystals and far more Z awakening power and things like that than if you don't clear those 20 stages. So it's kind of like a top heavy scenario where you really want to get your hands on the rewards at the end more so than the rewards in the beginning. There's 4,000 Zenkai awakening power to obtain, and there's 700 chrono crystals to obtain. You can set up your team. Just remember that your team, you can only use 3 of your units to actually attack. So if you're setting up your team and you want to do the best, try and get the biggest boost for those 3 units from the other 3, because you can't use the all 6 in battle. Then in terms of that, there's not too much else. You can skip up to floor 80, which is pretty straightforward. I want to say skipping up to floor 80 is, well, when I say straightforward, it's a simple process. You simply press skip and then you go from there. So it's a very simple situation. Beyond that, there's nothing too much else. If you are actually fighting, I always suggest if you do get stopped, if your team gets stopped, you should fight at least 10 floors. Generally speaking, the AI in the auto battle isn't huge. They're not like incredibly smart or anything. So for me, I think personally you should consider obviously fighting a couple rounds manually, because you'll get a lot further. But yeah, basically to cut a long story short, it's pretty simple. The battles don't have any complex mechanics. They're not like hyperdimensional co-op or raids or anything like that. They don't have a huge bevy of mechanics or strategies. It's just a pretty generic AI boss fight. The AI is not even that smart in this scenario. They're not super hacky like they can sometimes be, but they do hit pretty hard. So if you don't have battle bonus characters, it's more just like a DPS race. If you get the combos and you get the damage and you get the rise and rush, you basically win, which is what I do here, basically. But if you don't, then it becomes a little bit harder, and they can knock you out, and that's basically the whole premise behind it. There's not too much of a complex process that sits within this scenario. So I think overall it's a pretty decent battle gauntlet. I think there's actually a decent amount of free-to-play options. There's a lot of green options that players should have, general banner units and things like that. But that's it. So straightforward process for the Zenkai. You can see how far my team got. Obviously it was all auto selected and shown to you in the beginning, along with the equipment. So you can see there's plenty room to kind of maneuver here. So you shouldn't have like a huge problem. Hopefully, hopefully, that being said. But But yeah, I think, guys, honestly, from my side, I hope you all have the best of luck. Just know as well, it will help you, or it will contribute to you clearing the missions as well, which is great. So yeah, hopefully there's a pretty decent coverage for you. And yeah, that's basically it from me. There's nothing else really too much more for me to cover. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care and bye.